We've got an off day because it's snowing today, and there's up to a foot of snow in the Smokies, and I'm just on the edge of the Smokies here. So I took a day off, and what I want to talk to you today is about food. What kind of stuff people eat on the Appalachian Trail, how much to eat, how much food to carry, and so on. So I've got my food bag here. And I'm actually going to dump this out, and I'm going to show you everything that's inside of it, and I'll talk kind of you a little bit about nutrition and stuff on the trail. But what I want to start with before we dig into the food bag is kind of basic food groups that you need as a thru hiker. And it's going to sound ridiculous, I understand that, but believe me, I've done long distance bike rides and very long distance hiking, so pretty much the same for any endurance sport. Number one food group is calories. You have to take in a lot of calories because to keep your body going, you need those calories. So you're burning probably twice as many calories as you do sitting around the house or whatever. You need like 3,000 to 5,000 calories a day. So you've got to constantly be chomping on something and stuffing food in your mouth every hour or two. Number two is carbohydrates. Now you may have a lot of stored up fat. That's great. You'll burn that off as you go. But you have to consume carbohydrates because your body can convert those carbohydrates into usable energy a lot faster than it can melt down fat and use that for energy. So your body needs those carbohydrates to keep powering you through the day. Number three is protein. You need protein like peanut butter, nuts, meat, whatever. You need the protein to basically to rebuild your muscles every night because your muscles are doing a lot of work. Your body needs to rebuild those muscles every night so you can wake up strong. So you have to get protein. So typically like 3/4 of your diet should come from carbohydrates and 1/4 from protein. And lastly, you need salt, or I should say more generally, you need electrolytes, which is basically salt, calcium, and potassium. So with that in mind, those are the things that you need in your diet. Here are some of the food that I eat on the trail, and I think you'll find a lot of other people on the trail also eat. You got these packaged meals that you can get at REI. This is one typical one. These are a little bit expensive. It's like $8. They have single serving ones and they have 2 serving ones. I don't know why the 2 serving ones are just about everywhere and the single serving ones are harder to find, but I don't like the 2 serving ones because I don't want to eat 2 servings at once. Anyway, these are nice. They taste good. You just add boiling water to it and let it rehydrate for 5 or 10 minutes, and it's good to eat. So, Pop-Tarts, everybody on the trail seems to eat Pop-Tarts. And I usually eat these for breakfast. They have some calories in them. They taste good. They're always easy to wash down and everything. So Pop-Tarts are pretty nice. They do get crumbled in your pack sometimes, but other than that, pretty good trail snack, especially for breakfast time. Quick and easy to chomp down some calories. Let me get back to these in a second. The Swiss Miss, I like coffee and I also like hot chocolate. So, but what I've started doing after a few days on the trail, I gave up cooking breakfast. So now I just want to get on the trail as soon as I can in the morning. So I really skip cooking breakfast. I chomp down some Pop-Tarts and maybe a snack bar and I get on the trail. But I will eat hot chocolate and or coffee. Sometimes I just mix both together in a cup of hot water at dinner time when I reach the shelter. So hot chocolate's good, and again, this has calories, so this is good. You need a lot of snacks, so snack bars. I always keep some of these in my hip belt so that I can grab them while I'm hiking and just chomp down them. Typically I eat like 3 snack bars a day. I think it's a good idea to constantly be chomping on a snack bar every hour or two. You should throughout the day to kind of maintain your energy level. So I always have a bunch of these in my pack. Try to get about 3 of these for each day of hiking. And there's a variety of snack bars because if you're always eating the same one, you're going to get sick of it. So different snack bars, and especially ones that are high in carbohydrates, ones that are high in protein, and ones that have a lot of sodium or salt is good. Chex Mix I got because again, it's high in carbohydrates and it's high in salt. So healthy for you when you're sitting at home? No, but on the trail, you need the salt, you need the carbohydrates. Let's see, let me set these aside. Another thing that's very popular to get your electrolytes is these little Propel packets, or there's different brands of them, but you can add little electrolyte powdered packets to your water, to a liter of water. And it makes the water taste a little better, and it also gives you electrolytes as you drink it. So those are good. And I should have more than 2 in here, but that's all I have right now. Now, talking more about dinner. So I did show you the kind of pre-made meals that you can rehydrate. Those are handy, but a little bit expensive. Another thing I eat, everybody on the trail eats a lot, mashed potatoes. They rehydrate instantly. You can just dump water on them, and a couple minutes later you got a piping hot meal of mashed potatoes, flavored mashed potatoes. What I typically do though is add to this, to the mashed potatoes, I carry dehydrated black beans and dehydrated vegetable mix. It has like carrots and onions and potatoes and stuff in it. And then I add those to my mashed potatoes to add a little bit of texture and also a little bit of flavor and some more nutrients. And then sometimes instead of mashed potatoes, I don't have any here right now, but I use instant noodles as well. They're ramen, dehydrated ramen noodles. And everybody on the trail I see eats those as well, quite a bit. So that's a typical dinner meal. It's like mashed potatoes or ramen or one of these things. And these tuna packets. Tuna packets, they also have chicken packets. These are very popular. Now this one is only 70 calories. They also have these in sunflower oil that are 140 calories, which is better because it gives you more calories. And they have a lot of protein, so you need the protein that you get from the tuna. That's why I try to eat like 1 tuna packet a day or chicken packet per day. A lot of people eat these. They're lightweight, and also the trash is not a can, it's just a little plastic wrapper. Now some things that I haven't really done a lot of on the trail is a lot of people eat peanut butter, very popular. Nutella, these kinds of spreads. People put those on bagels, and then a lot of people also eat tortilla shells. So tortilla wraps with peanut butter in them, or a lot of different stuff. People will throw almost anything in a tortilla wrap, but peanut butter is probably the most common one because it has protein. So tortilla shells also make a great dinner. Tortilla shells with peanut butter, Nutella, or just about anything else people will throw in there to make a meal. And how much food do you need on the trail? So typically what people recommend is about 2 pounds of food per day of hiking. I don't know. I'm up to like day 9 or 10 or something on the trail, and that's probably a decent estimate. What I try to do is figure out like, okay, this is like 1 dinner with some of my veggies thrown in and a tuna thing. So that's kind of like 1 dinner. And then I need like 3 bars for lunch or throughout the day. And then I need maybe Pop-Tarts and maybe another small snack for breakfast, and the Propel that I'm going to eat throughout the day. So that's like 1 day's worth of food for me, this here. And if you lay stuff out like that, each day you need this, each day you need that, each day you need that. That's a good way to do it. But you should try and figure out approximately how much food you need for each day, because you got to make that last between food stops. And on a trail, it can be anywhere from 2 to 5 days between stores, between food stops, resupply points. So a lot of times you need to carry quite a bit of food. Right here I have probably maybe 2 days worth of food to get back on the trail, but I'm only a day away from Fontana. I don't know, I'd love to hear your comments on what food you eat on the trail. So if you have any other thoughts or ideas for trail food, feel free to leave comments below.